Hello, everyone. How are we all doing today? My name is Terror. I mean, of course, this is my channel. What the fuck? Hello, everyone. Um, eh, Welcome back to Honkai. Um, yeah, I mean, it's been a month, 2 months. I mean, when was the last time we actually streamed Honkai? I mean, it was the Rappa update. It was a month ago. Yeah, it was 7 hours long though for an orange mention. I'm hoping this time around it won't be 7 hours long. But yeah, I'm excited. Um, Welcome back to Honkai. We're back. It's been a while, honestly. It's definitely been a while. Um, Today, I mean, it's obvious what we're gonna be doing. We are going to play the mission, the 2.7 mission. As you might see, I am in the Divergence Universe thingy, Scrollums thingy. That is because I did log in yesterday, and I did knock out some stuff. As you can see, I already claimed my first the day one gift. I knocked out the showcases. I tested out Sunday. As much as I don't like the character, he is right now the newest and the best support in the game. I've come to terms with that. If you guys don't understand, it's because in a Discord server I've been I kind of been shitting on Sunday because I do like him as a story character. He's a playable character and someone who might become important for the story. It's kind of mid. Maybe because as a support character, I do love Sparkle. So and the fact that he's Brawny and Sparkle combined is kind of mid for me, but I'm not gonna complain. He is decent. I also claim my gift. As you can see, Welt is messaging me. So, yeah, just gonna skip through this dialogue from the text messages. Anyway, yeah, I claim my gift. The free character gift. I didn't have Welt. It was either between Welt or Bailu or an Eidolon, and I decided to go with Welt. I'm never gonna pick Bailu. She's useless. But yeah. So there's two things we want to check out. Actually, no. There's only one thing we want to check out. We want to check out the story, but there's also the cosmic, the upgrading your room thingy, which I might do it on my own time. Because like I said, like these streams is for me to play through the story. It's not for to me to play through other events. Some events can be made into videos. Which, talking about videos, Camilla's companion story, I recorded it. I have to edit it. It'll be posted out maybe next week. I don't know. That's gonna be working out throughout the weekend. It's gonna be different because I got a new editing software. So since I got a new video editing software, I'm gonna try it. It's gonna be a new learning experiences. I finally got rid of VideoPad, which is I've been using it for so long. I even feel bad for myself. I decided to message one of my good friends. If you guys don't know him, you should definitely subscribe to him. Combine Force. It's Combine. If you if you if you if you watch the SCP video, the SCP Secret Laboratory video that I posted out 6 months ago, it's already old. But if you haven't seen that video, Combine was in that video, and he's a good friend of mine. I know him for some time, and I decided to reach out to him because he's he's a very good editor, a good friend of mine. He has a good ideas. He's very creative, and I like him. But check him out on YouTube, Combine Force, the Combine Force, or it's it is the Combine Force, right? I'm not misreading. Yeah, Combine Force. Yeah, that is the name of the channel. Let's see if I can actually. Yeah. Um, Check him out. But yeah, he has reached 1,000 subscribers. But he's a good friend of mine, and thanks to him, I've now got new editing software. It's gonna be a new learning experience for me, the new software. But I'm hoping when Camelia's companion story for Wuthering Waves comes out on the channel, it's gonna be something good. I'm hoping it is, and I'm hoping it does do well. But anyway, enough talking. If you're here on the stream, you're here to watch me play through the story and maybe chat a bit. I don't know, but if the video gets delayed, I'm sorry. I've been kind of addicted to Factorio recently. Kind of been very, very addicted to Factorio. But yeah, I also decided to change my mic a bit, move it more closer to my mouth and through AMD and stuff like that. So all this stream, it's kind of a new experience. I mean, only the mic is kind of experience. So if there's, I mean, I think at least the background noise is gone. So now my mic can peak at times, maybe we'll see. But for now, I think it's about time we actually get started with going back to the Astral Express. Now you might be wondering, hey, where's the story recap thingy? When I logged in yesterday, I watched the story recap. Why not? I mean, I want a recap on the story. I mean, it talked about all the events in Penacony, and seems like we are going to the party car. I'm actually gonna start from the parlor car. Actually, I'm gonna start from Pom Pom before we go in there. I haven't really trailblazed that car much, have I? And I'm free today. Time to go check it out then. Oh, Savali's here.
I've had a lot of free time recently, so I was thinking about writing some new songs. Sadly, that's about as far as I got. But at least I have time to come visit you guys. Did you miss me? I knew you'd say that. Here, I've got a gift for you. And where did I leave it? Just kidding. Here you go. A gift from Belobog's #1 rock star. You're not allowed to dislike it. Or at least don't tell me if that's the case.
For the Jade. I meant to click lullaby, but and Pom Pom just fell asleep, of course. All right.
There are quite a few curios on the Express that I've only seen in the catalogs. Oh, I'll need to see them up close before I believe them. I'm guessing that's one of the prototype synthesizers. There may be a curio code on its base. Omni makes it sound pretty capable, but the corporation released other models onto the market first. Know why? Well, why make Omni money when you can make ordinary money first? There's something weird about that sofa over there. Well, how come it lets you sit on it, but not me? Perhaps it has its own set of authorization mechanisms, and only those it recognizes are permitted to sit on it. Interesting. I'll have to have a closer look sometime.
Just don't dismantle the sofa. A lot of stuff happened in that sofa. Alright, let's continue on. Let's check out the new car. Okay. Yeah, this is my first time here in this car. I see Arlen. Everyone's there. Can I talk to Arlen first? I don't want to talk. I'll always explore a room ahead of us later. Can I talk to Arlen?
Is that coffee? Oh, smells good. I remember the conductor telling me that Himiko's coffee had a special aroma. If caffeine didn't mess with my sleeping pattern so much, I'd ask her for the recipe. A lot of researchers on the station live off the stuff. They said it helps them focus. Still, none of the coffee they drink has the same aroma as Himiko's brew. She must have a few secret ingredients up her sleeve. I wonder if Lady Asta would like it. She drinks a cup or two occasionally, but she has it with milk and sugar. She can't stand bitter flavors. Oh, what were we talking about again? Coffee. Sorry.
There's even a pom-pom section. You can change pom-pom. Wait, you can change his outfit? You can wear. You can be a chef. Okay, it's obtained from the event. Okay, that's cute. That is super duper cute. But I know there's a. Isn't that like a bathroom or some shit? I know there is one. But I think that must be in the actual event. Right now, we're just gonna play through the story. I think it's about time we about time we do that. So let's go.
The conductor doesn't allow me to serve you fermented beverages. At least, they shouldn't be made aware of it.
Okay, so good to know that even the robot bartender serves, alcoholic beverages, because without pom-pom knowledge, right?
Amphorius, the eternal land.
And Danhang has no voice. That is already off to a good start. What the fuck? Wow, how is it? Okay, that's off to a good start already. Danhang has no voice. What the fuck? Well, I guess I'm gonna have to talk Danhang. There is no record of this world in the data bank, not even a mention of its name.
Yeah, that's what Miss Black Swan said. It's a world hidden away from outside observation, with a presence only revealed by the light from the mirror of the Garden of Recollection. It's mysterious, all right. You haven't been with us on the Express very long. Will the journey be too much for you to handle?
I mean, what haven't we handled? It's been 2 years. Wait, 2 years?
Has it been that long?
Yeah, I guess so. And Himiko has no voice either. Okay, well then. There's no need to be nervous. I understand that it may be difficult for us today to wrap up our heads around the idea that there's a new world Akavili didn't venture into, but a journey like that was only routine to the Express back then. After all, to trailblaze is to explore the universe boundaries.
We should consider Pom-Pom's opinion too. They don't know we're considering Amphorius as a destination.
Sure, I'll take care of it. That said, Pom-Pom usually stays out of discussion about destinations. The final decision will likely still be on us to make. In that case, we'd best take the time to think this over.
Plus, even if we pass Amphorius over, we've still got a fuel problem to solve.
Yeah, that's what yeah. Alright then, for now, I'll let Miss Black Swan know that we're considering the Eternal Land as a destination. Seeing as how this is going to be an unusual adventure, it's been good for us to take some time out to make preparations for the journey. Meanwhile, I'll see if I can't find out more about Amphorius from our ally before we depart.
In other words, we won't be leaving Penacony anytime soon.
Or we could also revisit our previous stops to make sure that the astral charts and navigation routes are all functioning fine. I wonder if the hole in the Taikian Stadium has been repaired.
The what? Anyway, the Express has been on the go almost the whole time since we left the space station. We barely had any time to catch our breath. Let's take this as an opportunity to wrap up our vacation instead and make the most out of this break. At this moment, people still haven't expected this vacation to be fulfilling. They will witness the Grand Yanjiu War Dance, and during this moment of leisure, also complete R's promise made by a genius. And those they will meet again include not only friends but also foes. And we're swapping to Sunday already. So last time we saw Sunday, he was being held by the APC. Well, in this case, mostly by Jade.
Creating chaos is also a means of maintaining social stability, if you ask me.
If you have the time for mindless gossip, you're probably better off spending it on getting actual work done.
Where's the mouth?
They say this is all part of ongoing investigations. But is there even any point to doing this? The threat's long been neutralized. They're just putting on a show. I mean, look at us. This sudden surge in inter-family cooperative efforts. It's nothing but a pretense for those outsiders, isn't it?
Sounds like you've got insider intel. Now I'm curious. Are the stories going around true? Was the furor that broke out a while ago really a result of trouble within the Oak family?
Those are some difficult questions. Didn't I just say that creating chaos is also a means to maintaining social stability? Now, who knows who's been fanning the flames? But there are a dozen rumors going around out there, each one more outlandish than the last.
Oh, I've heard those. Conspiracy theories about how the IPC had orchestrated everything and... what was it again? That the chaos was only quelled because of an accident? Makes no sense. So what's the lowdown?
Oh, the truth has probably been long buried under all the hearsay. All I can say for sure is that someone's taken the rap for it.
You mean the former Oak family head?
Bingo. Most of the blame was pinned on him when the Charmony Festival was abruptly cancelled. Since then, not a single soul's seen him. Heck, forget his whereabouts. Nobody even knows if he's still alive. Talk about scary. For all we know, we might have watched something go down in history, like what happened to the Black Plum family back then, without even realizing it.
I've heard another theory about that family head, though. I beg your pardon, sirs. Dreamweavers are carrying out inspections on the routes around here, and all affected facilities have been closed off. Kindly take a detour in the meantime.
What happened? Is this because of the Stellaron? Jeez. Are we Penaconians never gonna dream in peace again?
There is no cause for alarm.
It's
sir.
1 week.
The Stellaron has already been sealed. This is just a routine inspection. A move to heighten security, if you will. Please rest assured that the family will do everything in our power to protect the sweet dreams of every guest.
I see. We'll leave the two of you to your work then.
Excuse me, sir. Have we met before?
Oh,
No.
do you recall when or where we might have met?
My bad. I must be mistaken. Sorry about that. Sweet dreams to both of you, sirs.
And you, I mean, like I said, like story-wise, Sunday's a good character. I just don't know. I just don't know, bro. I just don't know.
You sure have.
I
a
love
knack for stirring
shitting
up
on him
trouble.
as a joke as
Of all
well,
the
but
routes
sometimes he actually
available,
can be
you had
kind.
to take the one that Bloodhound's keeping watch over.
We shouldn't run into any problems with you around. Even if they see through the Harmony's power of disguise, there'll be a way for us to escape.
Spare a thought for me, will you? Just being in your company is plenty enough to get me into trouble, Mr. Prime Fugitive of Penacony.
And that is exactly why I need you with me. You're the only one I can rely on in Penacony now.
The only one you can rely on, huh? What about her?
At least, she was spared from the consequences of my actions.
What a shame, huh?
Why do you say that?
Just thought that being mean might be more effective than consoling you. I've seen plenty like you, eager for everyone to take you to task after a setback because that's the only way you'll feel better. As though the more they condemn you, the more likely you can rectify your mistake. That said, if I'd really wanted to hit you where it hurts, I'd use a different approach. Like a show of sympathy, for example.
You're right. I won't deny that.
She should still be in Penacony. Aren't you going to look for her?
That won't be necessary. I'm sure you already know why, considering your vested interest in reading my thoughts. I can't bring myself to see her when I'm a fugitive.
All right, then let's keep going. Helping a fugitive return to their home. So exciting.
To the team. Good night. Oh, I can. Hold on. You know, might as well use him. I mean, I don't know if I'll ever pull for him. Might as well, though.
All or nothing. Just don't abandon your principles.
Can you actually... I don't think you can. Wait, hold on. I don't think I can read him, can I? No, you can't view his info. I mean, I'll swap out for Sparkle, though, because like I said, he's better than Sparkle. I mean, okay, he's not better than Sparkle. There's still some stuff that Sparkle is better. But overall, he is better than Sparkle. I just want to point that one out. Can you imagine? Bro, I swear if this ever gets out, that the fact that I'm quite thinking about pulling for Sunny is because of the fact that he's a better support. Bro, I'm gonna get bullied for the fact that I've been shitting on him for a while.
I see 2 bloodhounds. They appear to be on official business, unlike the pair from earlier. What's happening at Ideen Park?
Hey! Hey! In case you didn't notice, I can't see anything.
My apologies. I forgot that you're not very tall.
I'm short.
Remind me, why do I have to make this trip with you again?
Because...
We've been through this. You're the only
Yeah.
one I can turn to now. Besides, we once lived a cat-and-dog existence. Embroiling you in my affairs won't weigh on my conscience.
You certainly don't have much of one if you can
I
bring
don't know who
yourself to
this
say
person...
something
Who this...
like that.
Oh god, what were they called? I don't know who 1 week is. I don't remember him being in Penacony before. He's new. He's definitely a new character. I don't know who he is though.
Yet you will repay this favor all the same. After all, you're only alive today because of me. You owe me that much.
Holy moly! Can you get any more conceited?
When you were abandoned in the wild and near your end, I showed you a way to survive and helped you escape the jaws of death. When you were at your wit's end and felt lost about your future, I did everything within my power to help you safeguard your position in the family.
Okay, I get it already. You have a way with words, I'll give you that. Still, it's one thing to repay a favor, quite another to knowingly put myself in harm's way. I don't understand. Why are you hell-bent on going back to Penacony? Is this an IPC mission? Did they make you a deal? You can have your freedom back, but in return you must turn against all whom you once called family or something like that?
Regrettably, Lady Bonajade didn't drop so much as a hint about it.
He's not free. He has quote-unquote freedom. Okay, I didn't say that. Okay, out of context. This is what I've been thinking. But it's like I said, Jade, he has quote-unquote freedom. Like last time we saw Sunday, it was at the end of Penacony, where he was being held captured by the IPC and by Jade, and Jade is like a veteran is offering Sunday a deal. And I guess that deal is quote-unquote freedom, as in Sunday has freedom, but not exactly freedom because he still owns a debt, but a very large debt, especially to Jade. It's like a veteran, you know, joined the NPC because he was a slave. But yeah, he doesn't really have freedom. It's / small freedom, quote unquote freedom. Anyway.
Go now. You are free, O Chosen One, who dare to exceed his bounds. Sever your wings, descend to the mortal realm, and walk their lands. See what this world is truly like.
I will not accept your charity.
As I mentioned earlier, it's a trade, and you don't have to give me an answer right now. Rewards are not reaped in a day, and if there's one thing I'm best at, it's waiting. The sweet dream still continues, and the night is still long. You have plenty of time to contemplate your answer.
She only left me with a most intriguing message before setting me free. As for whether I can afford the price of my freedom, I'll only know when I find out what it is.
But nothing good ever comes out of being in the IPC's debt.
Yep.
I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. For now, there's still some time before that payment is due. So why not exercise the right to freedom that I've just regained?
By walking straight into a trap?
Or by making amends for past deeds. When it's time to go, this will be farewell for good. So, before I leave Penacony, I'd like to take some time to look back on all the events that have taken place.
Can't you just look back on it from a distance?
There's something else I want to do, too. The embryo of philosophy may have fallen, but the order in Penacony wasn't built in a day. This sweet dream is likely to still contain residual traces of the Oak family's influence.
Get off your high horse. The other 4 families are more than capable of working things out on their own.
I might have gone astray, but others shouldn't have to clean up after my mistakes.
Then you should also know that the IPC isn't gonna help you a second time. If you fall into the family's hands again, you're done for.
You know how it is. Old habits die hard. The tie should be on the center line. The shirt must not protrude from the vest. Trouser creases should be perfectly straight, and always aligned with the tips of your shoes. We should always ensure that everything is in order before walking out the door. The same applies when bidding my home farewell, too.
But what has Ideen Park got to do with you? Don't tell me that the Founder's one of your disguises.
I'm not that old.
Oh, come on. Take a joke, will ya?
Sunday slowly approaching. Anyway.
Sorry, but park facilities are out of order. Refurbishment works are currently underway. Please come back again later.
That sounds familiar.
I'm aware of the situation. You can skip the report.
What? What are you talking about? I mean... Mr. One Week, please excuse me. I should have recognized you earlier. I must be more tired than I realized.
I want to know what's going on in there. You'll tell me, won't you?
There's nothing much to say, actually. We Bloodhounds are just as baffled as you are. My guess is that it's simply part of the aftermath of the Stellaron incident.
Aftermath?
You are?
Renowned workaholic, Mr. Workday. He works for me. You don't know him?
Mr. Midday.
Oh, I see.
Because you are a mid.
Pardon my ignorance, sir. Coming back to the topic of the park, let's just say that it has been recently observed that certain behaviors are not tolerated around here.
What happens if you violate the prohibitions?
You go to jail. Also, these things are Zen fighting. Why are they Zen fighting?
It's baffling, but corrective measures will be taken. It's kind of difficult to explain. Maybe you'd like to see for yourself?
Yeah, that works. Can you keep watch over the entrance? We'll go in and have a look for ourselves.
Please take these notes with you. They may come in handy.
You shouldn't have said that just now. It'll only make us look suspicious.
Said what?
Mr. Workday?
Mr. Mid.
I was
Mr.
just
Work,
telling the
Mr.
truth.
Mid.
I've always found this name to be more suitable for you. So, why are we here? You managed this park before?
You could say that. I was still a child back then. To become the bronze Melodia of the Oak family, I'd gone under Mr. Gopherwood's tutelage. We were taking a walk in the park like any other day, when he suddenly hit on the idea to have me manage the park. Within the domain he demarcated, my every word would hold the force of law. In hindsight, that was probably the first time that I enforced order.
You rose through the ranks soon after. I take it that you must have done a pretty good job.
Quite the contrary. I made a terrible mess of things. Fortunately, The tourists thought of it as nothing more than a spell of merrymaking.
Was that his way of training you?
Perhaps he was just using an approach with lighter consequences to show me what he'd learned in life. That there is never an ideal paradigm when it comes to rules. If the enforcer is incapable of introspection, then even regulations once laid down with the noblest of intentions will eventually become defiled. This place is no exception. The distorted after echoes of the Order will only add to the chaos.
Let's see what we have on these notes.
We're good. No consumption of food. Okay, so don't consume ice cream. Be kind to birds. Do not discard trash in trash cans. Okay, that's kind of funny. Conducts that have not been mentioned are nonsense. This is never happening.
No consumption of food except for burgers. What? Handstand walks around flower beds are prohibited. Now let's not worry about how the Bloodhounds figured this one out. Huh. I reckon the worst that can happen for this one is that they'll flip you back on your feet. Say, why don't you test it out this time? I'd love to see you do a handstand.
No, thank you.
Oh, it actually teleports you out. I'm guessing the stage. No, stage is fine. Is the bar fine? The bar's fine. Okay, so here's the ice cream.
No consumption of food other than burgers, especially ice cream. Please tell me you didn't make this rule.
I have nothing against desserts. The only reason I made that rule is so that people can learn to wait in line in an orderly manner for things, instead of shoving and jostling people around.
What happens if I break the rule?
It's as the Bloodhound said. Corrective measures will be enforced.
Huh. Try me.
Wait, don't!
In the blink of an eye, the ice cream vanishing to 1 week's stomach. Suddenly, combustion.
Huh. So, where are those corrective measures?
That's odd.
Didn't I tell ya? The family can take care of the issue without you having to get involved. Next on the list is the stage. Let's go and check it out.
Huh. Didn't you read on the notes? So wait a second, can I actually go... If I go over here again to the park... Oh.
Be kind to birds.
Looks like some rules weren't distorted. That's a word-for-word account of what I said back then.
Did you make this rule because your sister is named Robin?
Yeah, that's funny.
No, it was for Mr. Gopherwood. He used to stop by the park to people watch and appreciate the vibrancy of life. This was his way of recharging whenever things wore him out. I wanted him to rest undisturbed.
So you made a... So wait, you made a rule. So you made a rule
No.
just because...
I wanted him
just
to
because
rest
your favorite guy needed to rest.
Handstand walks around flower beds are prohibited. Now let's not worry about how the Bloodhounds figured this one out. Huh. I reckon the worst that can happen for this one is that they'll flip you back on your feet. Say, why don't you test it out this time? I'd love to see you do a handstand.
You hear a faint sound emanating from somewhere, suddenly the chirping of a bird. I think it was mentioned. Okay. Yeah, so because Sunday's not pure, you can't see.
Only cast and crew members are allowed on the stage. A surprisingly reasonable rule.
And an easy one to test. Neither of us is part of the cast or a crew member. Let's try it out.
Let's try. Bro, I'm stupid. Okay, there we go.
Huh?
Let's try that again.
We just teleported out.
What's going on?
Guide
Corrective
those who've
measures.
lost their way back onto the right path. Looks like this is an example of the corrective measures that the Bloodhound mentioned. It's exactly what I would have done back then.
you
You've
would have
been
done.
iron-fisted since you were little, haven't you? Wait a sec. If this is how violations are corrected, then everything that I ate just now?
I tried to warn you.
Oh, he's gonna throw up. Like a dark commonly seen right aside lock. Yep.
How do you feel?
Now? I'm feeling murderous.
In any case, say what you will, but I can't sit by and do nothing. Not when I'm the cause of all this trouble in Ideen Park. There's no need to involve the Dreamweavers. I'll fix these distortions once and for all.
What's the plan?
Nothing complicated. All distortions have their roots. We'll be able to trace them to the source once they manifest. Breaking a few rules will do. We just need to make sure that the corrective measures that will be implemented aren't too much for us to handle. When a distorted after echo manifests to correct us, I'll be able to pinpoint its whereabouts. Then, I'll use the power of tuning to heal the dreamscape.
So, can I take it that rules are meant to be broken now?
Ah, funny. Ha, that's funny. Get it? Because rules are meant to be broken? Haha.
Do not discard trash in trash cans. This is absurd. Did you make this rule too?
Children tend to be fascinated by such paradoxes. I was no exception.
Forget it. I don't even know how to joke about this. Well, what do you suggest we throw in?
I'm not throwing money, bro. Trash for trash.
Something's happening.
Yay, gold trash.
What is this? A woodcutter's trash can?
We're not breaking enough rules. We should look elsewhere, too.
So wait, if I throw in a gold, we turn pleasant-looking trash into the brain as a sign of consideration, and look and more pleasant-looking trash emerges when a proper application of the horn of plenty concept. Life since a sense of dignity. Well then, that works. Go this way then. Okay, well, I didn't I don't know what I expected, to be honest. Well, he said not to play with the coins. I guess he meant this one, though.
Please do not use Soul Glad
Yep.
bottle caps sold by the Dream Jolt troupe while experiencing the attractions. The Dream Jolt troupe, where? Are they hiding or something?
Well, it used to be the guy that... Man, I wonder where he is.
Oh, there it is. Found a good hiding spot, didn't ya? Come on, let's buy some bottle caps from it.
Just one moment.
Somebody places some alfalfa credits.
Let me translate that for you. Who are you trying to pay with your spare change?
More fucking credits.
I'm afraid you're going to have to handle this if it isn't enough.
Handle this? Handle what? Wait, is that really all you've got on you?
May I remind you that I am currently on the run?
Moves closer, pointing his foot upon it.
Luck's on our side. Looks like we scraped together just enough.
There we go. One bottle cap.
Shall we give this capsule machine a try and see what happens?
It's gonna explode. It's gonna come out the gold one. Gold, good, good. Good, 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 good. Eh, gold. Called it.
Nothing's off so far. Maybe we should open the capsule?
Shouldn't have done that. This warning had proven futile. Punishment is now inevitable. What the hell?
They can't be seriously going that far, right? Oh, no, 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 no. Hey, look out!
Ah. Feels good.
Now farewell. Another journey destined for oblivion.
Ill tidings manifest.
I hit the mark. The dice have been cast. Bust.
Even though.
Or maybe I'll take it all. All of it.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
There you go.
This mortal form. Watch over you. Guide you on your path.
Again.
I'll overcome. The serenity is before me.
Still waters of oblivion.
Ill fate descends. Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
I hit the mark. Spend freely. Watch your head.
And doubt farewell.
Free will, or was it destined for oblivion? I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
We're done here. I'm hoping we're done here. Yeah, we are.
Oh, did they have to do that? They could have just recalled the capsule.
Perhaps making the attractions no longer just attractions is another corrective measure?
Aren't the rules being too finicky with words?
Enough. The location of the distortion is nearby.
The after echoes of order wants to store and only add to the chaos. As a tuner, Sunday can easily discern when the harmony of dreamscapes has been disrupted. Right, I need to be in. Okay, I need to be in this thing.
Oh, there it is. Huh. It does look somewhat like you.
Time for it to disappear for good. Reveal thyself unto me, as is customary. All creatures endowed with eyes bear souls of equal worth.
Whoa, it worked. The IPC totally should have sent someone to keep an eye on you. Aren't they worried that you might make a comeback in Penacony and grow a new pair of wings?
So long as there remains a need for me to keep a low profile, I'm no threat to them.
That's true. Come to think of it, you had always been in the spotlight, be it as a respected member of the elite or a leader. When was the last time you fell into the mud? All the way back during your childhood days?
Sometime before I turned 6. Like most boys would, I tried to fly with my ear feathers, only to fall into a pit. I almost broke my halo.
That was sarcasm, in case you didn't realize. But whoa, you actually remember something like that?
You never forget times of failure. It's only human nature.
Ugh, you're probably the only one who'd consider something like that a failure.
Trying not to fly. Failure.
What is it this time?
Just looking back.
But nothing's there.
That's the whole point of revisiting a place. When I look at everything here, The memories are so fresh, it's as if it all only happened yesterday. When the younger me tasted failure here, I ran myself ragged to fix the mess. I thought myself no longer the same person as before. But it looks like I was just going round in circles. I'm glad for this chance to look back on my past in this way. Come now. We should go. This will be a long farewell.
So, where are we heading next?
Oti Mall. There are bloodhounds stationed along the way, though. It might be better to take a quieter route.
I don't mean to meddle, but I'd advise you to stay away from that place.
How the hell did you fucking just appear? Like, what the hell?
Did something happen?
There isn't any concrete information yet, but anomalies have been reported around the area. The family is currently investigating. You okay?
Fine. The Stellaron incident may have been quelled, but who is to say that nobody has another agenda? Thanks for the tip, sir. We'll make a detour. May you stay safe, too.
That's kind of fucked, Sunday. You don't touch well like that.
Hold on. Sweet Dreams are technically safe, but it would be wise to look out for oncoming vehicles.
Thank you.
Whew, that was no ordinary passerby. It's a miracle that he didn't see through your disguise.
The Astral Express should have departed a long time ago. Why is he still in Penacony? We needn't change our plans because of him. But be sure to keep your guard up. I hope nothing terrible has fallen upon Penacony while I was in captivity the last few days. Come now. It's time we set off. Let's not stick too close to
I must
just in
return,
case.
reclaim
A few
a
feet or so
birthright.
between us will do. Seems I let my wishful thinking get the best of me. Will you at least give me a chance to explain?
I will, but before I do, put your hands behind your back and answer my questions in short sentences.
Yeah, I had a feeling Welt knew something was up.
Short sentences?
I need to make sure your words aren't concealing any dangerous incantations.
I can't believe I've left everyone with such a peculiar impression of me. Please, believe me when I say that I didn't come back here with ill intent. Penacony will never experience the Order again, either.
I'm afraid I won't be taking your words at face value, not after how you wielded the power of harmony. Answer me. What are you doing here?
It looks like there's only one way to gain your trust. Come on out, 1 week. We found ourselves an ally.
Stanley unreservedly shares his story with Will. Okay.
So, it was the IPC that freed you.
My sister has likely made an agreement of some sort with them. As for how I'm able to move around freely in Penacony, I have 1 week to thank for that. As you can see, I've only returned to my home to bid it farewell. Would you be kind enough to give me a chance to say goodbye, so that I may leave without regrets?
I don't know, Sunday. That seems kinda sus. I don't know. It's kinda sus.
Agreed. But
God damn it.
until you leave Penacony for good, you're to stay by my side.
You have my gratitude.
I left my home in a hurry too. I know how it feels. That said, I can't make this call by myself. My companions need to know about this too.
The Astral Express crew is in Penacony too?
Come with me. We'll go find them. You come along too.
Okay, okay. Boy, this is gonna be a party.
A day of peaceful repose.
We're here. They should be somewhere nearby.
Mr. Yang, if you don't mind, there's something that puzzles me. Now that the crisis on the planet of festivities has been averted, shouldn't the Astral Express have departed to continue on its trailblazing journey? Why have you and your companions stayed behind in Penacony? Could it be that someone stirred up trouble after I left?
And if that were indeed the case?
I doubt I'm in any position to be proposing ideas, but I'm happy to defer to the Nameless and aid with any plans you may have.
There's no need to worry. All is well in Penacony. Our reason for lingering here is a certain unusual passenger.
A passenger?
The Express has been commissioned to send a passenger back home. We're just resting up in Penacony for a while before we depart.
By passenger, do you mean this lady here?
Thank you.
Or these ladies?
There's more than one thing, Yun.
This... how?
You're finally here, Mr. Yang. We have a huge problem.
We have more than one huge problem. So I guess we're gonna go back to how... I guess we're gonna go...
Isn't it fascinating how variables never fail to find their way into the lives of organic life forms?
And Himiko still does not have a voice. Neither did I expect to see you in here, Penacony, Mr. School. I assumed the Genius Society was invited to the festivities.
I have no interest in the Harmony's celebration, so it's only natural for me to turn down the invitation. But it looks like my decision also cost me the front row seat to all of your exciting adventures. Conclusion: there is likewise a downside to pursuing reason.
I'm sure if all of you genius showed up to the Charming Festival, things would have been very much different.
I hear that the Astral Express has established a collaboration with the Garden of Recollection for your next destination.
They did suggest a destination, but that was all. Did you hear this from Madame Herda? The world beyond the nuns of the nameless, after all. I wrote to her hoping that an all-encompassing erudition could provide us with some information.
Could there be more to it?
Yes, there's something else. Miss Black Swan said Euphoria's is a world influenced by 3 paths, and the erudition is one such path.
Logic. The average Pathstrider wouldn't leave any trace behind in the Garden of Recollection's mirror.
You're right. So this has to be related to the emanators, or perhaps even the eons. That's why I wanted to know if the geniuses had any clue
It's a
about
pity we do not communicate much within the society. Not to mention we've lost most of our members to the Lord of Silence. I have never heard of Amphorius, however.
Madame Herda said the same, but it did pique her interest, and she agreed to do a little digging. My guess is that there's a chance the Garden of Recollection is behind it. She's always had a keen interest in the Remembrance technology, after all. It's also thanks to her that we got to... It's also thanks to her that we've got to make Miss Ransmay acquaintance a while back. We even went into the Kalinga Abyss to bring the Leviathan carcass back for a new friend. Speaking of her, this is far too much an understatement, but none of us ever expect to see an old friend in Miss Ransmay.
That Foxian girl has indeed been through an unimaginable turn of events. I suppose that's the fate you organic life forms are bound by.
Yeah, a bond that truly runs deep.
So, is it out of goodwill that the Astral Express volunteered to send her back home?
Will the Nameless see a point in keeping work and favors apart? At her request, she hopes to make a brief stop somewhere to reframe her mindset before returning to the Xi'an jail, considering a new position within the Alliance.
Looks like this is one exceptional passenger. Don't you have to accompany her then, Miss Himiko?
Our companions are with her. They know Miss Tingyun better anyway. Plus, those youngsters will definitely do a better job than me when it comes to vacations. They're probably having a wonderful time right now. Meanwhile...
So, is anyone gonna tell me what's going on? March?
Oh, about that. Why don't you ask him instead? He knows how to present things logically.
Me? I'm gonna have to break that stereotype.
Not now. Of all times. Forget it. I'll tell you. We walked around with Miss Tingyun for a while after separating from the rest. But then we ran into something weird.
Did something happen in the dreamscape?
Actually, it's more like it was someone's fault. We met a Pepeshi filming a Try Not to Laugh challenge,
okay.
and he gave us some of his candy. A type of candy that's supposed to make you fall over laughing.
So that sort of try not to laugh challenge.
I didn't really want to do it, but he insisted on us giving it a shot. That's how we got into this problem.
What happened?
We failed the challenge terribly. Behold the laughing maniac. March 7th.
Oh, come on, stop interrupting. So, we had some candy, and we're so happy we rolled around on the ground for a bit before standing up. But once we did, we realized Miss Tingyun ate the candy too. But she only sneezed nonstop. Achoo! Achoo! Sneeze after sneeze. And before we knew it, she multiplied into several Tingyuns right in front of us.
What's your take on this?
The dreamscape is a Memoria world. It is likely the candy triggered her hypersensitive mind, causing scattered memory fragments to dissociate and become entities themselves. There is no cause for concern. We've experienced similar incidents from time to time in the sweet dream.
Mr. Yang? Who is this?
It's okay. You can reveal yourself now.
I was only being careful, or we would have been stopped by the Bloodhounds more than once on our way here. Help me remove my disguise. 1 week.
It's been a while, everyone.
You! What's going on?
Have you turned on it?
Stay calm. I'll
You
explain.
turned.
I believe that at this point, Sunday has no reason to be dishonest. But to prevent any unforeseen complications, I'll be accompanying him everywhere he goes until he leaves Penacony. Mr. 1 Week here is an old acquaintance of Sunday's.
Pleased to meet you, fair lady. And you, of course. You're the heavyweight who pummeled this control freak.
The surprises just keep pouring in. First there was Miss Acheron, and then Miss Tingyun. Why does it seem like Mr. Yang always comes back with some extraordinary guests?
The gang is all here. That's what matters.
Let's leave this discussion for later. For now, we should be focusing on returning Miss Tingyun to her normal self.
That's not gonna be easy. You'll see what I mean, Mr. Yang. These Tingyuns aren't exactly easy to communicate with.
There's one behind me. But... Let's see. Alright, first Tingyun number 1.
Miss March 7th, have you taken the time to consider my suggestion?
Your suggestion? Oh, wait. Which Miss Tingyun are you again?
It's me! I'm the one who wants every Tingyun to come together to form the Tingyun Merchant Guild. How often do you get the chance to work with yourself? Just imagine how in sync we'll be with one another. We're bound to thrive and prosper.
That's a new voice actor, isn't it? I mean, she's alright. It's a new voice actor, isn't she? I heard they changed the voice actor. Boy, oh boy. Feels weird it feels weird listening to this Tingyun. Maybe because a lot of people. Maybe because I've heard her voice so long, but it feels weird. Definitely a weird voice. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's weird, which is different. I don't think. I
know we can't leave the dreamscape to trade with the outside world, so that's where you come in, Miss March 7th. Your wits surpass many others, making you the perfect person to handle liaison negotiations on our behalf.
I guess I can consider it. I hope everything goes smoothly for your guild. There. Now do you see what I mean, Mr. Yang?
There does appear to be an element of her talking to herself.
Forget about it. How are you gonna clone your bat?
Mr. Yang mentioned the Express's next voyage is to send a passenger back home. Could this lady be from the Xianzhou Alliance?
Yes, more specifically the Xianzhou Luofu.
The Luofu? Didn't the Antimatter Legion launch an ambush on the Luofu some time ago? Was she one of the few survivors?
Actually, no, she was one of the few casualties.
Quite the contrary. She might have been the person closest to the Eye of the Storm.
Looks like there's a lot more to this story.
Story for another time. As host of the Dreamscape, do you have any suggestions for fixing this problem?
I don't have much to go on now. Perhaps we should talk to the other Miss Tingyuns here.
That sounds nice. People never forget a personally prepared home-cooked meal. But then again, gifts should be lasting. What about a delightful new bouquet of flowers on the table each day? Wouldn't they do a better job at brightening up someone's day? That sounds like a good idea. If we really want to do this right though, it's the thought behind the gift that truly matters. The more thought goes into the gift, the better the recipient feels it. She makes a valid point too.
You sure have a way of not offending anyone.
These three Tingyuns don't look like they'll be reaching a conclusion anytime soon. We won't be able to get a word in.
So, what do you think, Sonny?
Let's try a different name, my dear friend.
Oh, don't we sound chummier that way? I took a leaf out of this Foxian girl's book.
The problem with Miss Tingyun is just as I suspected before. That prank shattered her into notes that are each a part of her. In other words, it means the Tingyuns we see here are all different aspects of her psyche.
Okay. You just made
Basically,
it sound
they're all
a whole
her.
lot more complicated.
At any rate, this is a known occurrence across the dreamscape. Tuning could be the way to fix it. The only problem is that these Miss Tingyuns are too caught up in their own world. Is there one we can properly speak with?
One that we can speak with? Oh, I think there is one. But it may take me a while to identify her.
Wait, can we talk to... We'll display the cutscene again.
Looks like they still haven't decided on anything yet.
Well, if you ask me, take the people pleaser out of the picture, and they'll arrive at a conclusion in no time at all.
You're
hoping for them to get into a fight, aren't you?
Wait, if I do this again.
Looks like they still
Okay.
have...
I pressed the wrong button. Looking at flowers. No. Oh, I can't even swap. Okay. Sparkle's back on my team, apparently. Is there anything else?
Why do I feel like it's not gonna be a wise move to interrupt her?
Sleepwalking.
I'm walking in the street and...
Bye.
What a weird dream. This Miss Ting Yun looks like she's sleepwalking. Nope, not her. Huh? Yikes. She's scary. No, I won't be able to talk to her. Huh? You can't fly? Why? I can. I can fly. A long, long time ago, a big girl flew with me really high into the sky. I'll take you next time. Pinky promise? Should we get someone to watch over her?
Nah, I think she's perfectly fine on her own. The childlike innocence that adults have is a lot more resilient than you can imagine.
Even if that's true, it doesn't apply to her.
Well, there's something gonna be down here. So we go up the stairs.
Oh, were you all looking for me?
Okay, never mind.
Oh, were you all looking for me? Found her! If I remember correctly, this Miss Ting Yun's trait is... it's nothing special, really.
So this is also a site.
She ought to meet your one we can properly speak with requirement, right?
Worth a try. My lady, if I may, I wish to perform a tuning on you.
Before you start, you should know that we're keeping our eyes on you. If you even think about taking Miss Ting Yun hostage...
Brace yourself for gravitational disintegration.
It is not my intention to provoke you.
God
Perhaps,
damn it!
as
I expected
you'd have my
well
friend
to say
here perform
touche
the
or
task in my
something.
stead. One week has a higher mastery of the harmony than I do.
That is true.
If you still have concerns, you are also free to restrain me while he performs the tuning.
There's no need for that. You're acting so... sincere. I'm actually surprised.
Are you all right with this, Miss Ting Yun?
I go as the wind blows, so you may decide for me.
Then kindly forgive our intrusion. Please do your best, 1 week.
Mr. Sunday, Mr. 1 week. Now I realize his name is 1 week. What was that run? Oh, Fantalia.
What the... Did any of you hear a voice just now?
A voice?
Never mind.
Look! It's working!
Never did I expect that every encounter with you would always be in moments of distress. Did I conduct myself improperly?
Thumbs up.
You're finally back!
God, she still looks the same as normal Ting Yun, but she looks different at the same time.
You may be small, but you're pretty amazing. What's wrong?
It's nothing. Just a trivial matter.
Nothing's wrong.
What do you sense?
I should have let you handle it yourself. This girl is not as ordinary as she appears. I nearly died. Just now.
1 week? Darkness descends before the eye, reminiscent of the chaos before the birth of the universe.
Don't be afraid.
What is this place?
No matter what you see, you only need to remember one thing. You're not alone.
Who are you? And who am I?
Ranmei?
Is that where I came from? And where does this path lead?
We can make changes in the lineup menu. Is she a buffer?
Not yet time to return.
I don't know. Okay, well, okay. You know what we do? We'll keep adventuring.
Teetering on the precipice of danger is quite enchanting.
That looks so familiar. Does she want to lead me somewhere?
I'm just having fun.
The life support pod is ready. There were only minor issues.
That's great. Otherwise, that person from the Xianzhou might not be able to hold on much longer.
You're still trying. There's no precedent for saving someone who was destroyed by a Lord Ravager. Will it even work?
I'm not a genius, so I don't understand the logic behind it. But if she says it's possible, then it must be.
Excuse me. Could you tell me where I am? Can they not hear me?
Waste.
This girl is...
Though extremely rare, the observed subject can start to provide short answers for simple questions, even though her cognition is still chaotic state. From what has been observed so far, she's not incapable of composing long and complex sentences. However, an unbearably intense pain would immediately attack her with high frequency, enough to interrupt her thoughts or even render her temporarily unconscious. The relevant information should be delivered to Madame Ranmei for her to decide whether the observed subject's senses should be... We have temporarily blocked the subject's various senses and are trying as much as we can do to evade their pain. No further questioning will be made until the body repairs progress. Until then, everything. Alright, so no, what is your name? The subject reply with 3 seconds. Jingyan. What do you encounter?
Tingyun. What a familiar name. Do I know her?
Don't question it. Keep moving forward.
It's you again. Who's talking to me? These
are wounds left by the destruction. They have taken root within your body and cannot be removed.
The destruction? I don't understand. Please,
Who are you? And why won't you show yourself?
I can't go to you. All I can do is wait for you to finish walking this path.
You want me to go through here? Do I have to fight it?
There's no need for that. It's too dangerous, and you can't do it anyway. Don't fight it. Embrace it. Try to coexist with it. Think of it as feeling your own scars.
My scars? Wait!
Oh, now we actually get...
Is this called coexisting?
Don't worry. As I said before, you're not alone.
Okay, yeah, she's super break. She's super... Okay. She's super break.
Just for oblivion.
She's a super break. That makes sense of why she's here. That makes sense of why she's telling Firefly. She's super break.
Let's see this fight. Unite our goals.
What do you want to know?
Still waters of oblivion.
Have we met? Dream vanished.
I kind of expected that to do more damage for some reason.
The waters lies an endless abyss. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Let's see this fine little cloud scatter.
Destiny
The
is
dice have
chosen.
bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Ill tidings manifest.
It's on me. Destiny for oblivion.
No holding back. Share good fortunes. Dreams of a past. Let us dance once more. Have we met? Dream vanished.
Sure, I'll play along.
Free will opens still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
So wait, Sunday is a support, so is Tingyun a sustainer?
How
No,
can
she
it
isn't.
be? Why are there still so many of them? The ones from before weren't defeated either?
As I said before, you can't defeat them. No one can. You can fall into the darkness and die alongside these scars of the destruction. Or bring them with you when you return to the world here. These are your two choices.
Return to the world? What are you saying?
God, Ranma is so pretty.
Oh. No wonder those two ignored me. Am I just a wandering spirit now?
Close, but not quite.
Hold on, I need to post something. Insect.
So, I'm trapped between life and death? Existing in a limbo?
You can think of it that way.
Based on what you said, even if I should wake up, these wounds that caused my death will remain on my body and never heal? I don't understand.
You appear to be trying to save me, benefactor. But why are you telling me all this?
It's a habit of mine. I believe everyone should have the right to choose whether they wish to return to this world or not.
Be that as it may, I don't remember anything. There's nothing to help me make a choice.
That doesn't matter. I believe the desire to live was born from nothing to begin with. You may also prove yourself to be the exception. I would also be pleased with that result.
How troublesome. But I suppose that's part of living.
Survival or destruction is no longer a choice for you. They both now grow along the same path, and only by walking this path will you break through the darkness and arrive at my side. Feeling more awake? Congratulations. You attained your very first victory in this tug of war. It's a good start.
This is...
Let me explain. You were attacked by a Lord Ravager. By all rights, you should not have survived. But someone didn't agree with that assessment. And it just so happens I was able to fulfill his request.
I just killed the insect that was annoying me. I just killed it. Alright.
What about the other merchants?
I don't know.
Why me?
Because you were the most unfortunate. You fell into the hands of that Lord Ravager, who destroyed your body and spirit. Yet, you were also the most fortunate. Her desire to claim everything about you for herself meant she needed time, so you were spared instant annihilation. There is only a fine line between resurrection and escaping death. Yet, they couldn't be more different. If you had truly died, I would have been powerless to do anything for you.
My body feels strange.
I'm sorry. I can't let you regain your ability to feel just yet. You'd be in excruciating pain. Your body was contaminated by the destruction and suffered severe damage. As I said before, these wounds will stay with you for the rest of your life.
That's all I wanted to do.
To prevent its resurgence, I made some minor modifications to your body. Or more specifically, your tail. You'll have to learn to adapt to it. Unfortunately, the inescapable price of survival is often more adversity.
Regardless, I'm grateful to you for saving my life.
There's no need for that. This was merely a transaction. With this, the debt between the traveling merchant and me is clear.
Who?
Don't worry about it. You should sleep for a little longer. By the time you wake up, you won't remember any of these details. I'll arrange for someone to send you home. Which reminds me, you seem to have some dependable friends with close ties to you. You should go with them. It can only help with your recovery to hear more about your past.
Are you all right?
Did I pass out?
The tuning rebounded and affected 1 week instead. This is no ordinary woman.
I suppose there's no point in hiding it from you anymore. Miss Ting-Yun is originally from the Xianzhou. She had an unfortunate encounter with a Lord Ravager who robbed her of her identity and left her on the verge of death. While she miraculously escaped with her life, her body suffered terrible injuries beyond all power to heal.
But something happened to change that outcome?
Yes, a genius got involved. She's very accomplished in the field of life sciences and managed to grant Miss Ting-Yun a shot at survival. After that, she asked the Express to escort Miss Ting-Yun back home. We made a stop at Penacony along the way, partly to allow her some time to convalesce.
I'm so sorry. I thought no one would be affected if I hid inside a dream. I didn't expect so many mishaps to happen.
That's all right. So long as nobody was hurt. Can I get something to drink? I feel like I've been asleep for 10 years.
That's fine. We should find another place to talk anyway. We drew some attention with that commotion earlier.
Shortly after.
So glad again. I'm a local, you know.
You'll have to make do.
In any case, I must thank the both of you for your assistance.
It was nothing. Now that the matter with Miss Ting-Yun is resolved, are we meeting your other two companions next?
There's no need for that. Mr. 1 Week is in poor condition, so let's wrap up your farewells first. I'll leave Miss Ting-Yun in your hands.
Huh? But, Mr. Yang, the messenger from the Xianzhou is almost here. You're not coming with us?
I trust that you can handle it. Besides, Himiko will be there. She'll be able to handle any decisions should you run into any difficulties.
Okay. We better hurry then. This is ridiculous.
I can absorb emotions. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Where are you planning to go next?
Could you give me some time to think about it?
Shall we keep going then? Did you forget already? Miss Ting-Yun is going back to the Alliance, so we're here to help her pick out souvenirs.
I'm not too familiar with this planet. I'm worried an unscrupulous cutthroat merchant will try to take advantage of me. Luckily, the people I want to buy these gifts for are friends you already know on the Xianzhou. So I'll be counting on both your stakeholder intuitions for recommendations.
As if a merchant could seriously take advantage
Aye.
of you.
Sorry, I just slipped my armrest.
I already picked up a few gifts earlier, so that means there's only 3 more left to go. But we've already lost a lot of time. so we'd better not drag our feet.
Wait, can I... Is she still here? No, she's gone.
Welcome. How can I help you?
Hello there. It's my first time visiting the Dreamscape, so I wanted to buy some local specialties as...
Oh my god, okay, this is getting too boring. Now can we...
My 2 friends here are...
I don't know how long this
familiar
update is
with
gonna
the
be. Like,
Dreamscape and
Rappa's
recommended
Orange
your
mission
shop.
was like 7 hours
So
long.
I'm here to take a look.
We've been, I mean, it's been what? 90 minutes. 98 minutes.
Wow, you really know how to
But
flatter.
nothing's happening.
Go
It's
ahead.
literally Sunday.
Browse
Sunday
all
is
you
just,
like.
you know, making amends, and Tingyun is alive, and we explore her, how she survived. Which is cool. Just, you know.
First we have Lady Fuxuan of the Divination Commission.
You know, I thought, to be honest, I thought
What
Penacony
do you
was
think
wrapped
best suits her?
already. Yeah, it already is. We're just, I guess, tying up some very loose ends with someone from the Xianzhou and no story in Penacony. Lady Fuxuan. Unicycler. A unicycler.
Can you picture her driving? It looks cool, but it's probably not a good idea.
A Hanu launcher.
Lady Fuxuan has such refined taste. The Xianzhou really has changed a lot in the time I've been asleep. Let's go with your suggestion.
No! What about the Clockeye mask?
General Jing Yuan.
Cinema division of elite fighters.
Seriously?
Now that the Alliance has all of you there to help them, sending any elite fighters more would just be overkill.
A film
Come
reel.
to Clock Studios theme park to learn more about the history of the planet of festivities. I think the General will like this gift. Finally, we have Lady Bailu of the Alchemy Commission. She loves
Miss
excitement.
Lady Bailu, or as I like to call her. I just came up with this. Mr. Escapee. Oh, sorry, Miss Escapee. A Loving Wings accessory.
Both wings and horns? That's a little much, don't you think?
You carry yourself with such dignity and grace, but you still have the heart of a child. Lady Bailu loves these types of accessories. Let's go with your suggestion. That's all of them.
I
Please
can't
wrap
believe
them up for me.
Unicycler, elite divisions, and a pair of wings were all denied, but a rocket launcher, a movie, okay, fair enough, and a toy,
Thanks to both your help, everything went smoother than I expected.
which makes sense considering it's
And it
Bailu,
looks like we
but a
still have
fucking
some time
rocket
to spare.
launcher.
Why don't we pay another visit to the Dreamscape sales store? You can find memory bubbles pretty much anywhere, but Penacony's dream bubbles are extraordinary. Even if we don't get them as gifts, we can keep them as souvenirs for ourselves.
A souvenir for myself. That's definitely an idea I can get behind. But there's one more thing I wish to do. Since this is our last stop, could I have a word with you two in private?
Sure.
Perhaps somewhere more secluded.
Oh, I thought she
I'd like
finished
to
our dialogue.
discuss a personal matter.
Where are we going?
This is a good spot.
Miss Ting Yoon, what's this about?
You've looked out for me during our travels together these past few days. I'm truly grateful and can't thank you enough.
Thank you.
There are some things I find difficult to forget. I feel it's only right that I tell you what's on my mind before we part ways. Do you two still remember what it was like when you first saw me?
I do. I actually remember. You came.
How could
You
we
came to.
forget? He was so shocked. He was frozen in place when he shouted.
Okay, I don't want to be a dick. Sparkle? Fuck it.
Exactly. And that's precisely why
She
I
says
haven't been
exactly.
able to shake off this strange feeling in the days since I started traveling with you. When I asked for your names, I couldn't help but think that this first encounter was actually a long-awaited reunion for you. I've heard about what happened to you on the Xianzhou. And I've got to admit that Fantilia's disguise was so perfect, it was like another me tricking everyone.
Yeah, we couldn't even tell when you were replaced by Fantilia. I figured it happened when we were after Kafka. You vanished for a while. I thought you must have come back as a double.
Something.
But it was much earlier than that. That thought has me filled with sorrow. As if a piece of my life had been stolen away, and I had no part in it. That's what I've been puzzled about too. I never actually saw how Fantilia managed to disguise herself as me. What was your impression of that Tingyun, if you recall?
Most mysterious. She wasn't dangerous. Calculating.
That part is true. I'm always calculating when it comes to business, but never with people. So, what did she seem like to you?
A shrewd merchant, a petition laminator of the destruction.
Is that a compliment? I'm not sure if I'm deserving of that title. Was there anything particularly memorable?
Hey, no tattling!
Now the final question. In your eyes, am I just like the Tingyun you remember?
Besides a different voice actor? That's not. I guess that's not important. It's not who you remember.
Wait, don't you find that question a bit weird?
Yeah, exactly.
You're the real Tingyun. Why compare yourself to an imposter?
Among Us?
Oh, Miss March, you might have the wrong idea. I'm just feeling a mix of regret and relief.
Uh-huh.
As a merchant, staying well-informed is crucial. It's only natural for me to stay updated on the events of the Lawfu before I return. If I had rushed in and out back then, I wouldn't have been much help. Instead, I would have postponed the trip and sought assistance from allies, but in that case...
We wouldn't have crossed paths.
Exactly. Based on your description, that Lord Ravager was indeed cunning. Her demeanor mirrored mine so closely that it felt like she was living my life for a few days, rather than merely disguising herself. I regret missing out on your Xianzhou journey. But everything that unfolded afterward, aside from the scheming, played out exactly as if I'd been there. This leads me to consider another possibility. Fantilia had stolen a piece of my life, and a Foxian always gets even. I will not be taken advantage of. I must take something back from her as well. But after thinking it over, the only thing that could be considered equal value is the bond I have with all of you. That thought has brought me great comfort. And now I know how to speak to you properly. We've never even met before, and here you are, offering your help, just as before. I should have treated you with respect, but fear of Phantilia made me act like somebody else. And now, I will reclaim everything I have lost. And it should begin with a proper acknowledgement. Dear benefactors, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to you.
Aww.
I'm still a bit confused.
Looks like we're off to a good start. Moving forward, I'll definitely be trying more things like this from now on. And you, my dear benefactors, will be my source of courage.
Miss Ting-yoon, that's way too over the top. Just don't make any risky decisions. It might overwhelm him.
We'll see. I just hope the Ting-yoon in your memories won't be tainted by Phantilia anymore. Alright, no more questions. I hope I didn't take up too much of your time. Let's continue on our way.
Watch your step now.
A dream about... Welcome to the Dreamscape sales store. Dr. Edward at your service.
We're looking for some dreams to give as gifts. Something exotic and preferably captivating.
Just a friendly reminder, being too picky won't help you find the best dream. Just to dampen your spirits ahead of time. That being said, there are always some lucky exceptions. Not too long ago, I procured a dream bubble that sounds perfect real. The story unfolds in the Shenzhou Alliance, where a young sword master strives to become the sword champion. However, his junior foxy and sword just turns 100, puts him in a tough spot.
Why does that sound oddly familiar?
Since I'm returning to the Xianzhou, I think it's better to choose something unrelated to the Alliance. Feel free to pick a few for me.
I love customers like you. So easy to work with.
So easy to take advantage of, you mean? Just don't pick anything weird, okay?
Oh, speaking of dreamscapes, I have a gift for you, my benefactors. After troubling you all this time, I couldn't leave without properly expressing my thanks. Here's a dream bubble for you. I hope you enjoy it.
Wow. That's really nice of you.
Here are the dream bubbles I prepared for you. Thank you for your business.
Well, it looks like everything's finally in order. I suppose it's time to head back?
To the Trailblazer Stone.
I can't believe it's time for Miss Ting-yoon to leave. I'm not ready to say goodbye just yet.
Alright, Himiko. We're here. You're back! I hate why she had no voice.
aid on the way. Mr. Yang will explain in detail when he gets back. Has the messenger from the Cienjo arrived yet?
Yes, we've been chatting for a while. Turns out she's an old acquaintance of yours. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Long time no see,
Yukong.
everyone.
It's just. Why did I forget the name? Hello, Yukong. It's been a while.
Madame Yukong?
I've imagined this moment many times. I was worried I might embarrass myself in front of you. I even rehearsed every word beforehand. But now it seems it was unnecessary. Ting Yun, I'm here to take you home.
Why? Miss Tengyun, why are you laughing? Like, look. It's like laughing and you're not disrespectful. Disrespectful as fuck. You two must have a lot to catch up on after being apart for so long. We'll give you some space. Call bye.
Madame Yukong, I wasn't expecting it to be you. What a wonderful surprise.
I wanted to come because, after all, it's you who's coming home.
Yeah, me of all people.
Your body. It's going to be tough from now on, isn't it?
I've already escaped death once. What more could I ask for? Also, it's not all bad. I might even beat you at arm wrestling now.
You're still the same, carefree as always. I have a lot I'd like to tell you, but I'll save it for the road. It's a long journey back to the Luofu. Even if we can't completely rid you of the pain, there must be ways to alleviate it on the Xianzhou.
I have no doubt. But since we're alone here, may I ask you one more thing? Do I really have to go back to the Luofu?
Why? You don't want to?
Despite Fantilia's ruthlessness, she spared me when I should have been eliminated. And why did Miss Ron Mei, who has no ties to the Xianzhou, go out of her way to save me? It seems as if I've become a pawn in someone else's game.
There are people within the Alliance who also believe that the suspect is now on the Yuchua.
If that's the case, it's all the more reason for me not to return to the Luofu and complicate things. I might as well take advantage of this situation.
Take advantage of the situation? What do you mean?
Right now, the marks of ruin inside me maintain a delicate balance. Moreover, they were created by Fantilia herself. If possible, please inform the General, and arrange for me to meet with the Marshal. Maybe this body of mine can help the Alliance get one step closer to the Xianzhou's enemies.
When Ron Mei visited the Luofu earlier, she mentioned what happened to you. This coincided with when the message sent by the Astral Express arrived. The Arbiter Generals concluded that Fantilia did not intend for you to survive. If utilized strategically, this could give the Alliance an element of surprise. If we follow this plan, we must keep your resurrection hidden. But before making any decisions, I want to know what you think. If you wish to go home, I'll support you, no matter what others may say.
Then I'm glad. I shall save you the trouble of hearing what those people may say.
The road ahead is perilous. If you decide to take it, I won't stop you. Maybe I'm being selfish, but I still want to know. Are you choosing this because it's what you really want?
I've come to see myself clearly in this dream journey. Perhaps it's what people call a blessing in disguise. There is someone who can attest to my true intentions. Please follow me. She should be around here somewhere.
Is that...
After a strange encounter, I was fragmented into multiple Tingyuns, each embodying a different aspect of my memories. And one of them hasn't returned to me, because she ventured too far. Until now.
You mean her? What is she doing?
She's captivated by something that has deeply mesmerized me. As a fleeting emotion, she's no different from a newborn. Her boarding this ship was solely down to her inner impulse. Madam Yukong, do you remember? Perhaps that was just an ordinary flight for you, but for a certain child, that was her first experience with the sky.
Of course I remember. Back then, you were still young enough for me to carry.
Get it out of here. Get it out. Get out. Leave. There you go.
You probably still can. Want to give it a try?
I'm afraid you'd be too heavy for me now.
Just kidding.
I remember you kept begging me to take you to the star skiff, and even dreamed of becoming a pilot. But once you were airborne, you were so nervous that you clung to others for dear life.
This flight was a turning point in my life. The boundless cosmos unfolded before me. I was completely mesmerized, not just by the view, but by a realization. In this world, there are paths beyond waiting for us to explore. Even though I lacked the talent to pilot the star skiff and wasn't much of a warrior, I still chose to travel around with the Merchant Guild. Even to this day, this thrill still courses through me.
That hasn't changed?
Never. Now I can embark once more on my journey as a traveler of no return, exploring the paths that lie beyond. Speaking of which, how are things with the Whistling Flames?
I've left Yan Ming in charge for now. He's reliable, but he can be a bit extreme, and might not always follow your principles as a traveling merchant.
My principles. Forsake what others fight for, and take what others abandon. That's the way to navigate the world and achieve my goals. I will continue to uphold my principles. But now I've also learned that while these merchant principles may apply to humans, they falter in the face of the gods.
But this shouldn't fall on your shoulders to begin with. You are simply an innocent survivor in this war.
Yeah, and in a war,
Madame Yukong,
wooden soldiers heal up and go back.
You were once a survivor in the war too, weren't you? In a hazy dream, I vaguely remember someone telling me that the inescapable price of survival is often more adversity. But, Madame Yukong, the gods use humans as pawns in their cosmic game, sacrificing countless innocent souls. Have you ever thought about making them pay?
Every moment of every day. But as inconsequential as we are, how can we escape the fate of being mere pawns? If I could choose, I would never want you to become a pawn. I just wish you could still be that carefree little fox, not caught up in this war.
Don't be disheartened, Madame Yukong. Thanks to the favor of the Lord Ravager, I've become a player in this game. Remember, it's often the unassuming pawns, the lone traveler, or the worm that subdues the dragon, that leave even the best strategists helpless. So, now I'll become a cunning speck of dust, and make those masterminds behind the curtains sneeze a few times.
It's a word. A moment of silence after that. The proctor is also indistinguishable from parting, yet they are fortunate enough not to waver between the two. But luck never seems to favor everyone. Sunday! I knew it was going to turn to Sunday.
Is this place also affected by the Order?
No, I'm just here to bid farewell. I changed my mind along the way. This journey has too many variables, so it shouldn't matter if we add another.
How did you know she would be here?
I didn't. I had a hunch and decided to try my luck. It seems I can be lucky sometimes.
It's not like you to leave things to luck.
I'm trying to change too.
I don't think you need a bystander in this scenario. Go on ahead.
You're not worried I'll take the opportunity to escape?
I believe you're the kind of person that has the ability and desire to use everything to your advantage. But that everything does not include Miss Robin.
Thank you.
Now then, Mr. 1 Week.
I'm not leaving. No way.
Let him stay. He won't be in the way. I actually need 1 week to be there. She shouldn't be seen talking to a fugitive, no matter the circumstances.
You don't intend to reveal your true identity to her?
Both parties don't have to be aware that this is a farewell. I shouldn't put her at risk for my selfishness.
As you wish.
Shall we go then?
Let's go. Our journey can't begin if I can't take this first step.
Fun! She's gonna be able to see through the disguise.
I didn't expect to see you here, Miss Robin.
Ivan Robin is a name! No! No! Why? Not even Robin. No! Not even Robin has a fucking voice. Bro, talk about one that lost her voice in death. Shaylee lost her voice as well.
My name is Wanweek. I'm a member of the Nightingale family.
Dreamweaver, thank you for all your hard work on the wheel. Try this.
You're too kind, Miss Robin. You must be very busy. What brings you here to Dream's Edge?
You can reality. Why, bro? Come on, come on. Like, of all people to lose, whose voice had to break, it's hers. Why? Why, bro? It's just... whatever. Okay. I'm taking a break. I want to find a quiet place to relax. At least somewhere where I can see the stars before I knew it. I'd walk all the way here. Well, these stars only exist in a dream, but...
Well, perhaps the dreamscape is not so different from reality. When we look up into the night sky, the stars aren't really there. The glimmering lights we see are merely the images of stars from long ago. So, have we ever truly seen a real sky full of stars?
I think she realized. You're very philosophical, Miss 1 Week. You remind me of someone I know. Do you work nearby?
No. Today is my rest day. There's going to be a show later, so I came early to find a good seat.
A show? Here?
It's somewhere farther away. They say it's a farewell performance. The kind that's better to listen to from afar than watch it performed live.
I think in that case, the observation deck is a good choice. You can see all Pentaconi from here. This can make some things appear more beautiful.
Miss Robin, may I stay here with you to gaze at the stars before the show begins?
Of course, you don't have to be so courteous. I should be the one asking. This is Dream Jam after all, and Dreamweavers are its true masters.
Still, these stars are unfamiliar to me. I don't recognize any of them, and it makes me feel uneasy.
What makes you feel this way? Is it because the sky is so far away, or is it because it's the unknown?
Perhaps it's both. The Stellaron disaster may not have had any real consequences, but many guests still chose to check out. Now the hotel feels quieter than before. It makes me wonder what Pentaconi's future will be like. I just hope it will not negatively affect you, Miss Robin.
You're too kind. I'll be fine. The disaster was unexpected, but because of it, I was able to witness many pasts and think about many futures. I only regret is that I left some things unsaid.
Did the person you wanted to say them to leave?
Yes, he left in such a hurry I didn't even get the chance to say goodbye.
Sometimes, what's in your heart doesn't need to be dressed up in words. Maybe he already knows what you wanted to say.
Don't you think we should Or don't you think we should put in some effort when we want to encourage someone?
If you don't mind me asking, who is it that you wish to encourage?
Someone who experienced failure recently is about to embark on a long journey.
There are many such people on Penacony. Failure is like the setting sun to a dream chaser. It's something that happens every day. I believe they all have the willpower to start anew. Especially after receiving a smile from you, Miss Robin.
He's different. He's stronger than most ordinary people, but because of it, people have this misconception. They think that when he falls, he will stand back up faster than anyone.
Are you saying that's not true?
It's not, because before he stands up again, he will hesitate and agonize for ages over whether that is the right course of action.
Failure may be a good thing for someone like that. Being able to reflect on one's actions is a valuable quality to have.
You may be right, but I still hope that it will never change.
Why is that?
Because I have faith in the person I remember him to be. He may have taken the wrong approach when he failed, but I don't think he had the wrong intentions. We once stood together at the same starting line. Now it's his turn to fly for the stars. How we will find the right path, even if he has to do it alone. We're gonna have to soar into the sky together. Because I know we'll rely one day up there in the clouds.
I hope so.
Miss Wanley, may I ask a favor? There's a jigsaw here I'd like to finish before I leave. If I have a dream ever help, maybe I'll be able to fill in the missing pieces.
Jigsaw. I see. I'll do my best.
Don't worry if you can't find them. Just think of it as us taking a walk together.
I'm still inexperienced, so let's just hope we get lucky.
Alright, hold on. Since... hold on, give me a second. Team lineups... She's probably... Okay, never mind, he's back on. Okay. Thank you anyway. Expect the first jigsaw piece will be part of the starry sky. So the other piece I hope will symbolize wings.
It seems we've been blessed with good fortune today.
Is this... a scrawled note? A scrawled note was left here. May your sky be forever radiant. Seems familiar.
Another Dreamweaver probably left this behind. It's a habit for this profession. They hope to use these blessings as a foundation for the dreamscape.
Bro, even not... biggest lie ever.
Second jigsaw piece. Is this a pair of wings or a decoration made of feathers?
Maybe it's somewhere in between the two. It's a pair of broken wings.
We should keep looking.
It's okay, let's use this one. It's before I know it was placed carefully next to the puzzle like someone got here a step earlier. May your stage be forever lustrous. One more thing. Staying fit is important, but don't forget to eat well too. It was probably 1 week when you left. Yeah, it's the funny bird. It's the funny bird. It's a birdie. Yeah.
It's done. Have a look.
Painting feels like a blessing, else seems to mirror someone's resolve. Even when the broken winds no longer belong to the sky, the direction in which they fall will still belong towards the stars.
Soon, I shall travel to those unfamiliar stars, none of which I recognize. But as long as you continue to gaze upon them from here, then those unfamiliar stars will one day be the place of our reunion.
You still couldn't bear to say goodbye in the end. Maybe I'm stronger than you two. I knew you fucking recognized. You must try to relax on your long journey. Brother. Of course she recognized.
That didn't seem like a perfect goodbye.
It's enough. I only meant to stay quietly by her side for a bit. But Why did you do those unnecessary things?
What things?
Those 2 notes. If someone finds them, they can be used as evidence against her.
Huh. So you can do whatever you want as many times as you want, but I can't? I don't want to live with regret for the rest of my life either.
Live with regret.
We're almost done saying our goodbyes, right?
Yes. We only have one last stop. But before we leave, I have a question I'd like to ask you, Mr. Yang. I'm curious. Why did you become a Nameless?
Why the sudden interest?
I always had a feeling that you would never give up on someone who needed help. After spending time with you, I'm even more convinced of this assessment. At this very moment, there are countless worlds above the sky still waiting for the arrival of the Astral Express. Yet you and your companions have chosen to stay here. All for an old friend you never knew, and a notorious fugitive. To trailblaze means to forge ahead. Yet, you stop and spend precious time on people just passing by. All the while you believe this is the natural course of action?
That's not what I think at all. Besides, the watchmaker also made a similar choice.
And because of that, he bid farewell to the Express and never walked among the stars again in his lifetime.
Not all journeys lead to the stars. Even if we leave the Express, some trailblazing paths will still continue. You can think of it this way. The title of Nameless doesn't belong to any one person. Each individual will have their own view of what it means to walk this path and will always try their best, no matter the situation. The goal of my trailblazing is not the unknown world, but every living being who exists under the stars. In my homeland, the name Welt means world. It suggests that each person is a world unto themselves, and that we harbor as many possibilities as the distant stars. The connections I gain on my journey are what is most precious to me. This is my way of the Trailblaze and the reason why I decided to stay here.
Why me?
Like I said before, I left my home in a hurry too. I know how you feel right now. I also know that a person will only be able to truly face themselves once they've decided to say goodbye to their past, the same way you're doing right here, right now. There was never a third person with us, was there?
I told you he'd find out.
I should have known nothing could escape your keen eyes. Since you already know 1 week's secret, there's no need for me to build up suspense. Let's go. We'll head straight for the finale and take our final bow in this farewell performance.
Stream forth the gleam of old blades.
I know you can hide your appearance, but trespassing on restricted family grounds is still a bold move.
Don't worry, I won't take too much time. I was a child when I first visited the Grand Theater. I remember seeing the light behind the curtains from here, and believing it to be the morning star guiding me toward the land of the dreams. When I returned here many years later as the head of the Oak family, I finally learned that the light was actually a Stellaron.
Now that you've returned to the stage, what are you planning to do?
Prepare for my departure. I've always believed that a person's starting point should also be his last stop. Have you ever seen the elderly at the end of their lives? As they welcome their final moments, they invariably raise their hands, stretching their arms into the emptiness. Much like how babies also stretch their arms into the air when they are first born. Humanity flaps their wings twice as they complete their journey. Once when they are born, and once when they die. In order to flap my own wings and soar again. I will say goodbye, here, to the me of yesterday. I really hate this face. My expressions feel so dull and lifeless.
I'm so confused right now.
I see. That explains why something always felt off about your appearance. The halo above your head that symbolizes the harmony, it's been missing since the moment we reunited.
It's true that this ring was bestowed upon our people by the heavens. But that doesn't mean it can't be thrown away. While I was in the gallery of thoughts, at the entrance of the dream, I chose to completely sever the halo from myself.
Why?
I am a fugitive, after all. I must remove any chance of being detected by the family. Another reason is to feel pain. A pain like falling from the sky with broken wings that can keep me awake. This is how I can cast aside all the blessings of the harmony and the order and, for the first time in my life, enter the sweet dream as an ordinary person.
Is that also how Mr. 1 Week came into this world?
No. You wouldn't believe the real story even if he told you. He was born from an accident. One that you're actually quite familiar with. It was that try not to laugh challenge. Quite embarrassing, to be honest. I was roaming around as an ordinary person when I unfortunately fell into that Pepeshi's trap. The prank that fragmented Miss Ting-Yun also divided my fragile self into two.
Are you saying that he's a part of you? That's quite surprising given that you two look nothing alike.
You could say he's another possibility of me. I too was once a child, with aspirations buried deep within. Over time, those childhood voices grew increasingly faint. Maybe if I had made a small change in my childhood,
I'm being on the GIF again.
I would have turned out to be exactly like it.
It's fucking funny, I'm taking it down.
What a pity. Failing to become a better version of yourself. So, my final farewell will be like that of Miss Ting-Yun. I will perform a tuning on myself, and return to my complete form. And this also means that 1 week will vanish for good. That's why I said this was the last stop. Is there a possibility that you will be the one who disappears? No. This is a foregone conclusion. But who's to say there won't be any changes? Maybe deep down, I'm also anticipating this possibility.
Regardless of the outcome, you will have a witness. I'll be waiting for you in the audience.
Much appreciated. Now, shall we begin? Anticipating this possibility. You've really changed. In the past, you wouldn't have tolerated any noise at all. I'm about to embark on an unknown journey, where it will be impossible to maintain my orderly life. I will have to navigate unexpected surprises, much like today. You're not ready at all, are you? I feel unsettled, maybe even scared. Ever since I left Penacony, I could no longer control everything. Don't flatter yourself. You can't control anything. But isn't that how it is for most people? My fear of the unknown may be a weakness, but your presence has shown me that surprises aren't always bad. Meeting you has been a great help to me, and I'm glad to have discovered this side of myself. I also feel grateful for the opportunity to tell you this in person. truly dislike you. What? Are you sure you didn't mean the opposite? I must admit, many of your qualities strike a chord with me. There are times when I want to joke around, freely express my thoughts, or openly share my dislike of a person. Or my fondness. I want to tell her that I love all her songs. Then go for it, Sonny. You always talk about locking the bird in the cage, but you're the one who's trapped. Look at yourself. Besides discipline and hesitation, there's nothing else in your life. If you continue living like a slab of marble, you'll break into pieces when you fall. But I won't become like you. I simply can't. I dislike people who are frivolous. It makes me uncomfortable to even emulate them. If I fail, I will still uphold my principles, such as decorum and stateliness. As for the harmony, my stance remains the same. Whether it's you or the paths, if what I once doubted, or even opposed, becomes the force I must rely on in the future, then this time, my true heart will guide the tuning. I'll leave it to you. What is this? Leaving your fate entirely up to a coin flip? This isn't like you at all. Did you lose your mind after being run over by the Express? Or were you possessed by that IPC gambler? Failure is always the best teacher. To save more lives, you must first understand what they live for and what they die for. The best way to achieve this is through personal experience. You see? I'm already starting to make changes. Whether it's us merging or one of us disappearing, I'll leave the tuning to fate. And see if I can embrace all that I detest. Only then will I truly be able to walk among the living, in their world. But what if you can't do it? Well, that's out of my hands. It will just prove that I'm still the same person. The person who always disappoints his sister. Falling is just another name for flying. That's why I rejoice at my broken wings. Step into the mortal world to see how it truly is. Then, be born as a human and die as one.
This is peak.
And with my last breath, I'll join the weak in reaching my hands toward the sky. On the planet of festivities, whatever identities I once had, they no longer matter. It's not the gods who answer us, but ourselves from the future. I don't have much to say, but as it's time to part ways, here's one last piece of advice. When telling jokes, be sincere. Don't sweat the details, and above all, don't explain them every time. Never mind. Maybe it's better for you not to joke at all. No objections from me. This is so annoying. How did I become so dull? Well, despite everything, try not to be too hard on yourself. There will always be people who are sad. Planet of festivities, land of the dreams. I say goodbye to my home. Should one desire to leave the stage for good,
one must first step back onto the stage!
We're back. Oh, for fuck's sake! Not the fucking Harmonies again.
As expected, the trickiest thing is tuning yourself. These dissonant sounds are much too harsh. Doubt farewell.
Free will, destined for oblivion. Spend freely. No dirty
Memories beneath the water lies an endless abyss.
Echoes of the past need not fade away. Follow me to the stars.
Another journey begins. Still waters of oblivion.
What do you want to know? Ill fate is said.
Disorderly noise. All things are part of the melody. Disorderly noise.
Does have been bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head.
Disorderly noise.
No dirty tricks.
I'll overcome the thorns. The remedy is before me. This mortal will watch over you and guide you on your path.
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It is so far.
Time has come. Let it be revealed. Is it inevitable for me?
Ill tidings meant.
Heard the call. Moment to doubt farewell.
Free will, or was it still waters of oblivion?
Hedge your bets.
Noise is fading.
Watch your head.
Disorderly noise.
It's of no consequence.
Memories beneath the water lies an endless abyss.
Noisy.
The remedy is before me.
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It is so far.
I may have fucked up here. Oh god. Maybe not.
This mortal will watch over you and guide you on your path.
Ow.
Have been cast. Bust.
I kind of fucked up there.
Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head.
To be honest, bringing Black Swan here was a bad idea. I should have bring out Topaz.
Doubt farewell.
Another journey begins. Still waters of oblivion.
Disorderly noise.
No dirty tricks.
Disorderly noise. Noisy.
Ill tidings meant.
Disorderly
I weep for the departed. It is so far.
There we go.
On this 8th day, I grant myself departure.
Peak, as always. Welcome back, Mr. 1 Week.
Well, how should I address you now? Mr. Sunday or Mr. 1 Week?
Whichever you prefer. He's probably mocking me from inside right now. Thank you for accompanying me through all this, Mr. Yang. This farewell journey has come to an end.
What are your plans after leaving Penacony?
At this point, there's no need to hide things from you. I believe there's more to the incident involving the Stellaron on Penacony.
Are you suggesting that the Dream Master wasn't the one controlling the Stellaron?
Don't worry. The Oak family was indeed behind seizing the Stellaron, and resurrecting the fallen Eon during the Charmony Festival, and you've already defeated them. But Mr. Gopher Wood once told me that all the Order's efforts were aimed at avoiding the same mistakes that the Harmony made. My guess is that the family from the Montour system must be involved. Unfortunately, too much time has passed to verify that. Penacony is just a small territory, and even the family heads with their authority cannot enter the sacred site of the Harmony and inquire about the true will of the Great One. In the worst-case scenario, if Xipe turned a blind eye, how could the strong defending the weak hold up? Mr. Yang, I just want to tell you this. The Harmony has more than one side. They can be the most steadfast ally of the Astral Express, or the most fearsome enemy.
Well, thank you for being honest with me. The efforts of the crew on Penacony were driven by the same concern. After all this, the Harmony and the Preservation will keep the situation on the planet of festivities in balance. With the momentum from the Trailblaze, more forces will arrive and Penacony will become a public space in the cosmos. Freedom is the only answer the Nameless can offer. I'm glad that Penacony needs it.
You and I both strive for a peaceful society, even if our reasons are different. And you've gone even further than I have. If not for our paths, perhaps you and I wouldn't be in opposition.
Don't sell yourself short. We're not fundamentally opposed. Otherwise, you wouldn't have shown me mercy in front of the Dream Master. This shared journey is my way of repaying you. After all, you are one of my trailblazing goals.
About that, you've given me many insights as well. Humans are the measure of everything, and no one is the sole savior. Creating a paradise remains one of my lifelong ambitions. As I move forward, I realize I must build it brick by brick. Therefore, I have a request that I hope you'll consider. While I lack the will to trailblaze, nor can I become a true Nameless, I admire your convictions. Perhaps what I need, more than asceticism, is knowledge.
Bro, the way he said knowledge triggered me a fucking PTSD.
Therefore, after leaving Penacony, would you consider letting me...
Yes.
Come aboard the Astral Express and travel with you for now?
No. I thought I was gonna say yes, I was gonna say no. God damn it.
So this is why I brought him here.
Ah.
Mr. Sunday wants to join us on the Express. Of course, I can't make that decision alone.
If you didn't support this idea, you wouldn't have brought him back. Well, I trust your judgment. If someone is willing to join us on our journey, this hell will be open to them. This time it's a bit different. Before making a decision, I want you to what you think. I want to like... Get him out! Ejection! I want him out! Just kidding. I'm just valued on.
I learned the most valuable lessons from my past opponents. Please, say...
Say what's on your mind. You disappointed many people. He wants to be in control. I don't agree with Mr. Wait. I don't agree with Mr. Yang, hold on. What the fuck? You deny him? I don't agree with Mr. Yang. Don't agree with Mr. Yang. Fucking gone. We could just... You can just like... It's so fucking fun. You can just deny him. I don't want... Bro, I don't agree with Mr. Yang.
Well, you did get nerfed after turning into a good guy. So I guess I'm okay too.
Thank you all for your forgiveness. Perhaps I'll find the answer I'm looking for on this journey. And when that day comes, it'll be farewell. Until then, rest assured that I will do my best to fulfill my duty as your companion.
Now that our business on Penacony is settled, it's about time we get back on track and prepare for our next warp jump.
I want to read your line. I'm literally you through my mind because I'm... You have to look into them forwards even though nothing new came up. Yeah.
Try?
Uh-oh. I tried contacting the space station several times but never got any response. There is a problem with the interstellar network. You shouldn't have anything to worry about. We could... Thought if you wouldn't stand a chance. For all we know, could be making a move again.
No, we're still not quite there.
Uh-oh.
Indeed, this is only a minor ripple that no one will ever notice. So,
The
you
Herd
must
Army.
also understand, for a genius, the importance of asking questions outweighs the importance of the answers themselves. So-called magic has its own set of principles. There are no mysteries in this universe that cannot be solved. So, all-seeing presence, I ask you this. What is divinity?
Oh my god. We're done. Why are you crying again? Oh, actually, it didn't take that long. It took us 3 hours. Damn. Why are you crying? Whatever. Well then. Like, the thing you can actually deny him is kind of funny. I'm guessing if you don't allow him on, maybe. Oh my, that's fucking funny, to be honest. I mean, there's still 2 cabins here. I'm guessing it's gonna be in one of the cabins. That's fucking funny that you can actually just eject. You can just like tell him no. Is there actually? Do you think there's gonna be consequences?
Nice. Nice.
Actually, unironically, decline him is fucking funny. Like, I basically told him, look, you're a worthy adversary, you want to be in control. I probably should have gone with the first option now that I think about it. Picking out the other options, hold on. I agree with my second option, to be honest. It's something I think Trailblaze would say. At least that's my honest opinion.
Nice.
I tell him all this shit and then yeah, you can join. Okay, maybe I shouldn't say that he's a worthy adversary.
Nice.
Uh. No, the only bad option if you reject them.
Nice.
I chose for a second. You know, I kind of feel a dick, to be honest. Anyway, let me go over here. Actually, no, this is the wrong one. That's kind of funny though. And it's over here. This is fucking funny. I mean, I didn't tell him to fuck off. I'm not gonna be that rude. Although it would have been kind of funny if I told him to fuck off. It's you can actually just That's so fucking funny. You can actually just say, you can actually reject him. That's I'm like, wait, you can actually in the dialogue option, bro. Can you actually hold on? By saying those things wasn't bad. I mean, to be honest, I just say you can join. That's the funniest part. That you can actually reject him. Oh my god. Thankfully I didn't reject him. So yeah. Like, get him out. Alright. Well, we're done. We're done here. I'm trying to contain my laugh. But like, the fact you can actually just reject him is fucking funny. Alright. Alright. Anyway, we've been streaming. It's, I mean, to be honest, I kind of expected this mission to be very short. And considering we have 2 minutes left, we're gonna actually end it here because I want actually. It would be fun. It would be actually cool to end it on the 3-hour mark. But yeah, I think we're gonna end it here, guys. We're gonna end it here. That was a fun stream, fun story. Fun story. That was peak, honestly. Actually, I did enjoy that mission. That was a nice ending. That was a nice way of, you know, ending Sunday's character arc. The fact that he's actually going to be he's going to join as a passenger. He's not going to be part of the crew yet. Maybe, I mean, it depends how it goes. I guess if you chose him, you know, I guess if you wanted him to stay, you know, he actually might be part of the crew, or he just is a passenger, and then he leaves. I'm guessing this choice is gonna affect a lot. Definitely seems like a very important choice for the future of the game, for the future of the story, especially when I'm checking the reject options in these videos. Apparently he will probably, if you reject him, he leaves after the Express leaves as Donna. But yeah. I mean, look. I may not like Sunday. I don't like. It's not that I don't like Sunday. I love his story. I love his character story. To be honest, the only quarrel I have with Sunday is the fact that he took Sparkle and Bronny's roles. That's the only quarrel I have. But no, like, he's a good character. I like his story. I always Sunday as a character in Penacony was very good. That was definitely true. I said I want to end the stream in 3-hour mark, and I'm gonna go on a rant. But yeah, like he's a good character, man. Like, that's all I'm gonna say. He's written very good. But I mean, the sister stuff is kind of annoying, but not really. It's not annoying. It's kind of cringe. But okay, it's not cringe. I mean, to be honest, if you love your sister, you're gonna love her to the max. You're gonna support her every way you can. Especially the fact that he's gonna go on his own journey. He's not gonna be with his sister anymore. He needs to grow. He needs to learn. After all his morals, all of his ideas was shattered by the Astral Express, he needs to rewrite himself. He needs to become someone new. So yeah, this is why I think it makes sense. I might consider Pull for Sunday. I've never considered to Pull for Sunday because of Erda. But I'm gonna be honest, Tingyun as a character didn't really appeal me. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, we didn't really get to test her out that much, considering it's only part of the story. She's super break, but she's not really. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if I have to resort to pulling for Tingyun, maybe I'll think about it. I mean, I have to think about if I pull for Sunday or not, to be honest. But God, okay, I need to fucking. Can I need to go somewhere else. The Robin music is annoying me. All right, there you go. All right. There you go. As I was saying, I wanted to end the stream, but I just need to express this was a very good mission. That's all I'm gonna say. They definitely wrapped up the Penacony arc finally. We also got introduced to Tingyun. I'm guessing that Tingyun is gonna have some stuff about her, maybe a mission. I don't expect her to have an orange mission. Or maybe it's just Tingyun's story is over, and they had to include her in Penacony with Sunday. Made sense, I guess. I don't know how that is gonna go, but yeah. Honestly, I think I'm gonna stop with my rant. Look, it was yeah, it was a good mission. He wrapped up everything. Very short. Took us in total 3 hours. So, yeah. We're gonna end it there. Next time you guys will see me will most likely be with the Camellia video that I'm gonna be editing throughout the weekend. Most likely. I'm gonna test it out. This is gonna be my first time. it's gonna be a while. It's been a while since I've edited a video, so Camellia will be the video I want to get out by the end of the next week or something like that. We'll see. I don't know. As long as it depends on how is my mood for working. With Wuthering Waves, Camellia's run is gonna end in a week. Considering we had her companion story. Main story-wise, we're gonna have Carlotta. If you guys seen the leaks, so Wuthering Waves stream will probably be in a week, and that's probably gonna be 2 streams because Azure Lane is probably gonna have a stream for the final UR in December. We don't know. We still don't know what UR it is. Like Manju has kind of been keeping quiet about that one, so we don't know what the UR ship will be. But since the faction meta, the season pass meta is Italian, it could be an Italian UR. We just don't know. It's also the fact that there was a Chinese leak for Taihu meta as the next meta boss on the Operation Siren stuff. So yeah, we don't really know. We don't have anything, but do expect by on the 12th of December, right? I think it's the 12th. Yeah, 12th of December, Thursday. There's gonna be a maintenance, but yeah. Besides that, Wuthering Waves in stream will probably be in a week when Carlotta comes out and more story for that game. There's Girls Frontline 2. I've heard the hype. I've installed the game. I've not booted up yet. But I don't know if I'll do a stream on it. If I do, then we'll see. But it'll probably be my experiencing will probably be a stream about me playing through Girls Frontline 2, experiencing it. But yeah, besides this long rant, we're gonna wrap it up. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you for enjoying. Thank you for enjoying the stream with me. Enjoying the story, the wrap up of Penacony. Well, actually, the wrap up Penacony is already wrapped up. The wrap up of Sundays and Sunday's character, and yeah, I'm excited to see where it goes from here. 3.0 is building out to be fucking amazing, I think, especially with Herda. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Thank you all for tuning in, and I'll see you in a week or two. And I'll see you when I post the Camellia companion story. Well, until then, have a good one, guys.